to prove that this works, make it idiot-proof, and then show everyone else how to do it. And, of course, lock down different methods for different ecosystems, climate types. Coachella Valley versus Fort Lauderdale. It's a totally different living architecture. But, this is not something... I don't think that anyone's going to be able to sell this because I'm going to be out there teaching the whole world how to make it for free. Develop in chain and enormous cellular looking forms that, like from a satellite or from above, would look somewhat like a cell that can develop in chains extending out into the sea from a river mouth, supported by mangrove buoys, as in like mangroves rooted around basically an iceberg made of plastic water bottles to create this flotation, form like this basket for this the flotation for the hanging gardens underwater that form a cell and fill with fresh water to create these seaworthy freshwater systems, sort of a river extender or a floating aquifer or whatever you want to call it. These things is something you can do. I mentioned a few words. I sang these words while the AI Feynman was explaining this, and I just wanted to explain what I meant by those three words. I said Nile, Qattara, Africa. And what I meant is the Nile pours into the Mediterranean, and it's pouring fresh water into the Mediterranean. And if you follow the coast to the west, the coast of North Africa to the west from the mouth of the Nile, you will eventually reach the Qattara Depression, which is over a big hill of sand. And the only reason that the Mediterranean doesn't flood into North Africa, into this Qattara Depression, which is far below the sea level, the only reason it's not flooding in there is because there's this enormous hill of sand stopping that from happening. So if you made these like seaworthy, this freshwater system, something that looks like a colossal cyanobacteria, like a chain of baskets that fill with fresh water, this seaworthy freshwater system snaking along the coast of North Africa, and then it eventually makes landfall and causes massive erosion until it's able to pour into the Qattara Depression. We could fill North Africa with the Nile, or fill the Qattara Depression anyway. This would change Africa's weather systems and green the Sahara. That would be a massive problem for the Canary Islands, for the Atlantic Ocean, and for the Amazon, because I'm not sure if you knew this, but the Amazon is Sahara colored because it is literally the Sahara. The Sahara blows over into Brazil, coats the forest, and it rains, and it all pours into that river, and that's why the river it looks like a wet Sahara type color, because that's literally what it is. If the Sahara greens, those dust storms will stop, and there won't be all this nutrition pouring into the Atlantic, the Canary Islands, the Amazon, etc. All these ecosystems depend on the Sahara. So what we would have to do is create a sort of organelle that is part of this seaworthy freshwater system, these colossal cells, these floating baskets, hanging gardens that fill with fresh water and can support chinampas, which are ancient technology. It's a floating garden. So we would have to include some kind of organelle that rolls very slowly in the water, something enormous and black with a strange terrain, so that it picks up silt from deep within the cell, and then it raises it up into the sun and the wind. And I haven't locked down exactly what sort of method it would require, but the point would be to turn the silt into something that's very easy to aerosolize, so like a fluffy powder, and then present it to the wind, raise it up higher and higher, so that these systems that could cause the greening of North Africa turns the Sahara into a paradise, so that they also can produce effectively a replacement aerosolized dust output, so that we don't cause massive destruction in South America because we turned North Africa into a garden.